Good evening. It is June 23rd, 2013, and it is currently 9:30 in the evening. My weekend on call is officially over. I will not be taking any more calls after this moment. Thank you very much. Please call back on Monday morning during regular business hours. At any rate, it was a very unprofitable weekend for me. And I did manage to come up with another little problem. And it's with this damn thing. This is camera number 2 that I'm recording on, because camera number 1, the battery is only lasting for about an hour now. So it's been in steady use now for, I'd say 2.5 years. So if I get the same kind of record life off of this one, I'll be a happy camper. I did find a problem with my camera. I went after church this afternoon, or this morning. I took off in the van. I hadn't had any calls, so we went off to dinner, and I headed out to, after we ate, I headed out to the Raisin River battlefield again. I wish I could say that I had recorded and taken some snapshots of what's inside the visitor center, but I didn't, because my little Kodak mini cam kept shutting itself down. Every picture I took wouldn't log. So I had two options at that point in time: put it away or drive a stake through it 1,000 times. Now the latter was very, very appealing to me, because I really wanted to do a follow-up to that last video. Although I could probably go through a lot of that video, or a lot of... Alright, let's go! Damn, he's doing 50! You know that thing will do 50? That thing got up to 50.
Oh, it'll do faster than that, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I didn't know how fast it's been going, but I was like, yeah, I just spun out there, but I'm sure it'll do 70 or 80.
It probably will, because all of a sudden I had it was pulling ahead of me at 50.
Really?
And it's like, wow, she's moving. Yeah. And it's like, let's see what it'll do.
Right.
But I guess you'll probably run out of range before anything else.
Yeah, it's probably about a half mile or so.
Really?
It'll get that far with one of these. A good one, yeah.
Cool.
$400 one, so.
Yeah.
It's not cheap like
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah. Have a good one. Oh, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. I was doing 50 and I was in a race to catch up. Wow. That little bugger will move. That's fantastic. I love those little RC cars. But at any rate, yeah, you know, I went down to the Raisin River Battlefield Visitor Center again, and I thought I'd go inside. My main question was, why did the Indians do what they did? They came back on the 23rd and slaughtered all the wounded soldiers that were left behind by the British, who had already marched off. Now, overnight, the British had left 6 sentries on duty, but they took off. And then the Indians moved in. Now, my question was, why did the Indians come back? The second question was, did the British sentries know what was coming? Because the Indians were allies to the British forces at that point in time, because the Indians wanted to stop the white incursion into the old Northwest Territory, which is, you know, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan. So why did the sentries just vanish? And that's another question. And I asked the rangers over there, and they said, that's a good question. Nobody can answer that question. It's like, really? I mean, let's face it. At that point in time, the British Army, or possibly Marines, I don't know which one it was that they sent, was the world-class force. These guys don't play games. And think about another thing. The major who was in charge of the British forces, he was like the latest in line for command, because all the other higher ranking officers had been killed during the battle. So he took advice from a captured American general, and he took it and he used it, and that general actually came through and said, hey, look guys, it's time to surrender. There's no need for further bloodshed. And that major, I give him credit for saying, yeah, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Send the message. I mean, there's honor involved here. But then again, you also have the fact that the Indians weren't all that thrilled with white incursion, and how the white people kept coming in and forcing them further and further back. And this is actually the namesake, one of the namesakes of the town I live in, Tecumseh, however you want to pronounce it. Chief Tecumseh was not involved in this. They say that if he had been involved in this, that war would not, or that battle would have never happened, and that slaughter would have never happened. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's propaganda. Quite frankly, I don't care. I know it happened. That's all that really matters. But why? And one of the first plaques I saw on the wall was in the early 19th century. Tensions between the settlers and the Indians had been escalating. Now, I want to read something from somebody that tells me what was going on in a real world type of thing, not just dates and big names, but a real world, a person. You know, I don't care if it's one of the French traders. I don't care if it's one of the farmers in Frenchtown. I don't really care. I don't care if it's one of the Indians. I want to know what was going on. And that's... You don't get anything from the Indians' point of view. All the history was written by the white man, let's face it. But at any rate, I did find out some stuff about what was going on there. And, but this camera totally died on me. I get back to the shop, and I ran a scan on it on my little notebook computer. And you know, you get into the point where you download everything that you have and that you recorded, and all I got were little bits and pieces and very weird looking pixelated pictures. So I'm not really sure what it was doing, but it said after about 3 hours of running this scan, automatically fixing things and looking for bad sectors and scanning for repairs, after about 3 hours it told me it had a laundry list of sectors that were bad on this thing. Now I don't know exactly how that happens. This camera just basically takes pictures. Look, car. They let me drive too, folks. But it takes pictures, it takes videos. I can do QuickTime videos in 2 different formats, or Windows Media format, which is what I normally use. Or I can take pictures. I download it to the computer, and I checked the computer to see if there was any kind of virus or any kind of problem there, and I'm finding nothing. I even did the AVG advanced performance test, and I found nothing wrong. It's like, wow, okay, either it's hiding really good or something's up. But I found nothing, and then I found out this thing's got like all kinds of bad sectors that it's fixed. It's recording right now. I don't know how long it'll record, but it really pissed me off. And then I went into the ArcSoft software and scanned that, and it found all kinds of problems. And it's like, what happened there? Oh, brother. Yeah, I don't know what caused the anomaly in my camera, but so far it's been recording for 58 minutes, and it hasn't shut itself off. I mean, I did a what was it? Saturday morning. I did a video coming in. I don't know if I'm going to use it. And it seems to be okay. I mean, I played through okay. Alrighty, let's see if I can't turn this rig around. I'm out of the way. Alright, I'm where I need to be. Runaway trucker, out.